Hey guys, it's Avondale. I know it's been a long time since you saw me last, but I've been really busy at the game show factory, and sometimes that gets in the way of my real life stuff like this, so finally had some time to get back to you, so I figured I'd come on and say hey and we'd get some stuff done. Now, in between me working at the factory, I have managed to do a couple of different things, but first off, I wanted to address this. You might have noticed my calves are gone. We had these signs here that the NBO left us a few weeks ago, and, you know, I took to heart what they said, right? They wanted my cows to be in a better environment. They wanted them to have a better life, and I had a discussion with the cows, and we decided that we knew what was going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these signs down right now. I'm going to go ahead and return my land to normal. And once I get this all cleaned up, I'll show you where my cows live now. Okay, I got all that cleaned up, and actually Zafin just stopped by to visit as well, so I had a little chat with him. But now that that's all cleaned up, I can show you where the cows got moved to. We're actually going to go downstairs because I decided I was going to put them to work for me. And this will give you your first look at my brand new elevator. Oh, isn't that amazing? And it brings us right down in front of the Department of Accounting. So this is where my cows are now. They run the finances of my business here. They have their cowpeeing machine, the break room. I guess we should probably go out there. I wanted to make sure that while the cows were here, they had a fantastic living environment, so I wanted to give them somewhere to graze in between shifts doing my finances. So I made this nice little underground break room for them. But clearly this one wants to get back to work, and I can't say I blame it. It's just really important to me that my finances get handled properly, so now when Zoid Mart has any business dealings to do and we're looking to handle the monetary side of things, I know who I can count on, and it's this one right here, because the other one's on break still. Interesting. Okay, anyways, so that's the Department of Accounting. I will be doing some more business in there in a bit, I'm sure. I wanted to address a couple more things while I was down here. First of all, LootChest. I had to skip a month. There was just absolutely no way I could provide for it in the time that I had while I was at the factory. But what I'll tell you is that LootChest for this month now is ready to go out, and everybody who would have got last month's, I just pushed it back to this month, so nobody's lost anything, which is good. Now, one of the things I have been able to do in the meantime while I've been home, just little bits and pieces here and there, is I've actually been working on the factory downstairs quite a bit. Not to be confused with the game show factory, of course, but this is my production factory down in my basement that's working to make materials that I'm going to be selling at Zoid Mart. So I already sell some paper, and the paper comes from this reed farm right here, which I can then obviously make into paper. But if we look in here, this is what's called the heart. Now, the heart of my factory down here is a clock. It lasts about, I don't know, kind of tough to say, probably pretty close to 5 minutes, and it's actually about ready to fire again. And what we'll see with this, oh, yep, there it goes. What we'll see there is when that fires, it sends a pulse through the system here that's then going to pulse and destroy everything in any of my farms. It's going to spit everything out into my water stream here and send it up into my sorting system, which we can now hear triggering upstairs. And that sorting system will go ahead and sort everything into the rest of the chests up there. Now, it was pretty silent between when it fired and when it went because these doors back here are shut. But I'll go manually show you what this is going to do here in a second. Anyways, the way that this timer works, the heart, is that redstone block will move back and forth between these to lock it so that everything drains into one hopper and then back to the other. It's just a way to get my farms to all trigger together instead of having a separate clock for each one, which would certainly be bad for the environment. I've been able to get just one clock for everything. So if we head through here, we can actually get back into my redstone room here. And by opening this door, I've actually enabled this circuit right here that I've just hooked up today. And what this circuit does here is it actually provides an alarm for me when I'm working back here. This is a dangerous industrial zone. I really don't want to hurt myself when I'm working back here, so it's important for me to know when things are going to go off so I can get out of the way before they trigger. And I can sort of show you exactly what that's like here. I have a manual trigger button right here, and you can see here my alarm's going off. And when the alarm's done going off, it triggers the farms, it triggers these minecarts that come out and collect all the items through the floor, and that makes it a lossless farm. Everything gets sorted upstairs into my sorting chests, and yeah, profiteering after that. Now that we're all up to date on what's going on with Zoid Mart at the factory side of things, we're going to hop on the Zoid Mart delivery truck here. Yeah, I finally got a license plate. And we're going to head over to Zoid Mart, because one of the most difficult things to manage when you're a shop owner is the stock of your shop when you're out of town. Now, I can honestly tell you that while I've been working day and night at the factory, toiling away, I really haven't had a chance to look into the stock in my shop at all. So this is going to be kind of a surprise to me. I need to go and see what Zoid Mart needs. Oh, it looks like we have a new house going up here. That's interesting. Wonder if it's his. We're going to see what's going on in town. There's been a lot of stuff that's changed since I've been here as well. It looks like they finished the courthouse here. The town square looks much nicer than it did before. And yeah, the courthouse is done. It's pretty neat. We'll head over through this way, though, and we'll head into Zoid Mart and see what I've lost. Looks like the meat shack is up and running again, which is surprising but good to see. And a cow got out as well. Alright, so we'll head in here. Phew, I'm preparing myself for the worst. No more iPhones. No more Android phones. One last smartwatch. Let's see the microwaves here. There's 6 microwaves left, so that's not bad. And I actually did a delivery and installation for Mr. Craftman a couple weeks ago on a microwave, so he is proud owner of one of those. Still have some cobblestone, still have some stone. I could use some andesite in here. Sandstone's looking okay. Sand is completely gone. Cactus needs to be refilled. Grass is okay. Dirt is completely gone. The paper is doing alright. Still need to stock that chest. So we're doing okay. The meat shack sourced leather thing might come back. Packed ice could use some more. Lapis, somebody bought me out of that. That's going to be fun to replenish. We have our redstone here. Still doing okay. Comparator. Alright, so that's a pretty good shopping list of things that I need to go gather. I think the most important stuff for sure, though, is going to be the sand and the dirt. I think those building blocks have been really good for people to have in bulk. So I'm going to go ahead and do some gathering of that, and we're going to take the Zoid Mart delivery truck around and do that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So I'm about halfway through gathering the things I need to restock Zoid Mart, but I was traveling back and forth a couple of times to drop some stuff off, and I noticed here that that gentleman that we passed earlier was indeed the guy who was building this new house right here. So I thought I'd come back. I actually wanted to give him a housewarming gift. We'll see what he's doing right now. Hello, good sir. I see you're new to the neighborhood. Does he see me? Oh, hello? He's very focused on your work. You seem very focused on your work. Are you opening a store? Yeah, I need to get the shop up. Exciting. Wow, typing. Exciting. What will you be selling? I just need to scope him out and make sure he's not going to be too direct competition for Zoid Mart. I had no idea this was going to be a store. Potions / books. Okay, that's good. That's not something Zoid Mart sells, so we're cool. Ah, excellent. Well, I just saw you in passing and wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood. What a word that is. So I brought you a shop. Warming? Like that? Sure, why not? Do you have a table? And what are we sniping? There we go. Aha, a table. Wow, that just appeared out of nowhere. Crazy Swedes and their IKEA. Anyways, I'll just leave this here. Oh boy. Hope your shop does well. Uh-oh. Well, might as well go take care of his intruder. Blah-blah. Got him. He never stood a chance. Sorry about the arrow in your back. I'm sure you can walk it off. Poor guy. Looks like he's got his arm taped up there too. Wonder if he takes damage all the time. Anyways, I need to get back to managing my own shop. I'll be seeing you around, I'm sure. Bye! Alright, where'd my horse go? And by horse, I mean delivery truck. Great, it's gone forever. Uh-oh, hope that wasn't it. Anyways, I'm gonna find my truck and get back to work, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, we just got back from a very dangerous caving trip. Zepora and Mr. Craftman joined me, and Gregan was in it for parts of it as well. We managed to get tons and tons of stuff, and I've actually already put some of this stuff into what I'm going to show you guys now, but this is it, right here. It's one of the favorite things I've ever added to my base. This is called the cube, and it doesn't look too impressive from here, but what it is on the inside is a little bit better. So... apparently they're playing pass with a saddle, but if you want to come around here, we'll take a look right here and you'll see that there is just a wall of ores, right? So if we hop up in here, we'll see what this actually is, right? You place the blocks right below this furnace right here, and I have a little detector switch that can tell when there's a block there, and it fires this redstone block up, which hits this, which fires this piston and sends it across. The piston will push it 12 blocks, which will get it all the way over to here. And then when it gets there, there's another one of those bud switches right here that'll push this piston up and activate all these pistons coming across. And this is totally crazy right now. I don't know what's going on with that. But it'll trigger all these pistons across, and when all of those pistons get triggered, it fires this whole line this way a block. Now you can see all this redstone. I'm sure you've guessed what this does. Right here, there's what we call a smart piston back here, and if I can just dig down a block and just take a look, right? When these come all the way across and hit here, it's going to fire the whole thing down. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually just going to use our loot from this trip here to fill this up, and I'll show you guys for a second what that actually looks like, and we'll go from there. Just get back out here. This hallway is brand new, it still isn't finished. We're going to have some fun with that later though, I'm sure. So all I have to do is just sit right here and hold right click, and you'll see the blocks are getting shuffled across to the right here, and little by little it's filling up the cube. When the cube gets filled up completely is when I really get to work. I'll jump in there with my fortune pick, I'll break everything at once, and then by doing that I don't have to sit here, you know, and place a whole bunch of blocks down like this and then break them one by one. I can just place them all really quickly at the same time, and then break them all really quickly at the same time as well with my fortune pick. Get lots of loot. So we're gonna fill this up, we'll break it, and then we'll let you know how well our caving trip turned out. Well, that's it. I have officially finished filling the cube. I have ores of coal, diamond, redstone, lapis. I don't know if I got any emerald ore in there. I don't think we found any on our trip. But the cube is full. It's 12 by 12 by 13 and then an extra row of 12. Knowing that, I figured I'd make it a little bit interesting for you guys. Whoops, here goes the farms. There they go. Might as well watch them while we're here. Anything? A pumpkin and a reed. Wow, what a farm. So anyways, I do have to take care of the loot chest stuff still. Loot chest people, look out for loot chest. You should have gotten it already, actually. By the time this video comes out, I'm sure you have it. But anyways, I thought I would make this interesting here. In the comments below, I'd actually like you guys to take a guess. Let's see how much coal, diamonds, redstone, and lapis you think I'm going to get. Again, it's 12 by 12 by 13, and then there's an extra line of 12. It's a random percentage of each one. Take a guess in the comments and see what it is, and the person who gets the closest will get a shout out in the next video, I'm sure. I've got my fortune pick right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump in here and start smoking these ores. Oh, that's going to be fun when that happens. Well, anyways, I'll be doing that, and I'll see you guys next time. I've been Avondale. Thanks for watching.